What's up, fuckers? Well, I thought I would get this done because I have some time now, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to get the sim in tonight. Pretty unlikely. My plans are a few hours away, but... Alrighty, well, I haven't done one of these in a few years, I think, so... I was just fucking around and I had nothing to do. I'm like, you know what? I need to piss Craig off before we get going. Oh, I guess I should have waited till the actual playoffs. Tomorrow morning I should have been like, hey, here's a 45-minute preview before the games. Got him pre-tilted. Speaking of Craig, let's start there, because if my eyes doth not deceive me, 106 wins was the leader in the AL. However, everybody complain, oh, Detroit, blah, 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 blah. Nobody even fucking gave mean shit for this 109 win team. He's also 12 million in the hole, by the way. I know it's not quite Jason's 30, which is somehow turned into like fucking, I don't know, 300 million in the hole or something, but no games. No games yet. No games. Just the preview. Not everybody's exported. We're missing quite a few people. No, I just wanted to get the preview under my belt. I don't know who we are missing. Corey, I think Detroit, Memphis, San Francisco, and Toronto. Toronto's in. Yeah, I mean, I would need exports in the next 2 hours, probably, maybe 3, since I'm doing the preview now. But I just wanted to talk to you guys. Just wanted to get the preview going without rushing and feeling Craig's ire, feeling him staring at the back of my neck, gently caressing me from behind. Alright, well, let's start with the team that won the most games this year. That is the 109 win Toronto Blue Jays. Speaking of blue, I know this means less and less each time you look at it. Here's a perfect example of why this means less and less. Let me give you another one. What the fuck? Dude, I looked at Chicago's team like a month ago, and this was like everything was orange and red, except for Castillo, of course. Now all of a sudden, oh geez, here comes this guy and this guy. Well, Ray Mallory's a joke, but anyway, long story short, OSA's drunker than ever, and I like it. I'm a fan. I wished it was always been this drunk, so let's get rocking. Oh yeah, by the way, if you thought things were cool here, yeah, just take a gander over here too. You know what? I'm gonna look at everybody under my team. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's still disgusting. Still disgusting. Late first round draft picks that you guys are just feeding this man over and over. Gross. Anyway, John Charles was the top WAR getter for the Blue Jays this year on the batting side. This is not a rookie campaign. Yeah, I mean that's the thing that's tough, right? Yeah, I agree with you, AJ. Yeah, it's nice to look at, but it means practically nothing. Yeah, you're right. I like that idea, but I don't think that's anything that's coming soon. Mr. 8080 John Charles, who was an international free agent signing all the way back in 2060. He had a breakout year. I think he's had some injury history early in his career, yeah? Yeah, just a touch. Eye irritation. Patellar tendonitis. Dead arm? What the fuck? Dead arm? He's a second baseman, man. What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, he stayed healthy for, well, only even 134 games. And he put up 5.5 WAR. Yeah, there's no way he's Rookie of the Year eligible, but still a breakout young star for the Blue Jays. Pretty sure I just heard Trent puke in his mouth somewhere. For the pitching side, J.R. Vogelbach, the trade from Oakland in 2067, where he was good, and Amin locked up to a big fatty contract. And yeah, it's paying off, and he's paying him more again too. First year of a 4-year deal where he's making $38 million. Amin pays his good players and doesn't complain. What is this? Please, change his nickname though. Boxcar is the most lame nickname. But spoiler alert, he's still fucking really good. Led the NL in quality start and quality. Why is this over here? Quality start percentage should be next to here. Okay. Bear with me, kids. Alright, basic pitching stats. Oh no, edit. Basic pitching stats. Edit stat row. Move quality start percentage. There we go. I hate that this shit doesn't roll over in versions, because I'm always tinkering with it. I've added the pitching leverage index. It's actually probably a better indicator for relievers than WPA, but still. Anyway, I'm way off course. Yeah, 21 quality starts out of 31 is pretty fucking insane, actually, if you think about it. And another 5 WAR year added to the pile. He's 29. He only has 28 WAR, though. I guess that's what 5 years in Oakland will do to you. No offense, Andy. And is there anything else we could look at? I always do top hitter and top batter, but I feel like I'm missing something. Whatever. We'll move on. They're going to face the 8 seed Yankees. The Yankees. And we'll start with the top WAR getter, Mr. Mel Jean. Had a bit of a coming back to earth party here this year. I mean, 4 WAR is still really, really good, but you look at these bars, and I mean this even and this, like you're kind of expecting a 5 WAR floor, I would say. Man, he's fucking durable too. Are you serious? Oh, and he's about to get paid too, making 5.8 and then 3 years at 32 mil through his 31 age season. Seems good. Turn down 5 firsts for Gene. Fan favorite with high work. Dude, this guy is like, I don't know, man. If we restarted Sky today, I would be hard pressed not to take this guy to build around, dude. 27. I guess he's almost 28. That's like the only ding against him, but he's like a franchise player. But yeah, anyway, a down year, mostly due to the BABIP coming back to earth a little bit. I feel like this is low, and he'll probably come back to around this next year, but he still led the NL in walks with 102. Shut up, Boomer. Probably putting up some pretty solid defense in right field. Absolutely. The arm category is still busted as fuck. Get this, for anybody who's listening. I lowered the outfield assists. I will show you guys. I've looked at it like 7 times because I am fucking terrified that I fucked up. But I changed. Outfield assists was 1.250. I've clicked this. I've hit enter multiple times. Somehow, our outfield assists are actually a little bit higher. How the fuck does that work? Anyway, I'll be nuking that fucking number in half in the off season because whatever I did didn't do shit. So anyway, I digress. Mel Jean is a hell of a player in his prime. Is it enough to take down the Jays? I think the surrounding cast is pretty good, but there's a lot of holes in this lineup that the Jays just don't have. On the pitching side, though, Jency Bennett. The Rule 5 draft. Oh, where did Mel Jean? Mel Jean was the 1-1, wasn't he? I like to look at where guys came from. He was the 1-1, yeah? Oh, the 1.4! Picked by Fresno. LOLOL. Didn't he get traded away when he was like 20? Yeah, 2062. Traded to New York for Jody Williams, Farouk Morales, and Benjamin Bray. There's no picks involved either? I always put dollars for picks. There's no way. I need to look this up on Stats Plus. That's a horrific trade. You just go to Stats Plus and click on the player, then go to trade history, and it'll show you what he was traded for, including the actual picks, because the in-game thing doesn't track that shit. Mel Jean, player profile, trades. What the fuck? Wait! What the fuck? Jody Williams went with him for Benjamin Bray and Farouk Morales. Dude, that has got to be one of the worst looking trades in our league's history. It's got to be in the top 10 at this point. That is fucking disgusting. Ugh. Anyway, I don't want to disparage any former GMs, but that is a stinker. No, this wasn't. Yeah, I'm saying this is a Fresno bad trade. It was a great trade for Jeremy. Fucking steal of the century, yeah. Or steal of the decade. Legitimately, probably the steal of the decade. Holy moly, man. Alright, yeah, I mean, there are some fucking really good players on this team. You traded for Fisek. These two guys are young and looking hot. Guzman and stuff, but I mean, you can't. It's so hard to deal with this shit, man. Like, it's too good. They're too deep. Traded for Appelkern. It's Toronto heavy favorite, but the Yankees could do some damage for sure. No to boot it. What is the 2 seed? It's Miami and Texas. Okay. Let's have a look at the old Miami Marlins. You know what? Something's missing here, and I think it's the music. I'm sorry, guys. Usually save it for the stream, but something's not right. Oh, it's loud as fuck, though. There we go. There's the vibes. What? What do you mean it's not Miami? What? Oh, yeah. I fuck it up. I always go down this thing, but I forgot they put the 1-8 match up here, then they put the 2-7 at the bottom. Yeah. My bad, Jason. I swear that wasn't on purpose. Lol. Well, unfortunately, we have to look at the Tigers. All you have to do is just pretend that they made a massive over-budget trade at the deadline. Right? We don't cap how much you can go into the negative and over budget. You can go as deep as you want. Nobody ever really goes any further than like what it means done about minus 10 mil, but I mean, we could just pretend Jason made a really large over budget trade, even though he had the players all year. I think it goes without saying that Jason is going to be the most rooted against team probably in the history of any playoffs. And me included. Sorry, Jason, but if you go minus 30 and win, then I'm going to get absolutely spit roasted by everybody. Alright, regardless though, we do have to look at some of the good players here, which one of them being Caleb Paquette. A 7.5 WAR season. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that a 365 BABIP from a guy with 50 is probably not going to be replicated next year. I think that's and he's got the fucking trifecta of negatives too. I hate this shit, man. There should be like one guy in 10 or 20 years that this works for. But I see so many players with this trifecta that fucking actually somehow they're not absolute dog shit. Anyway, 7.5 WAR. Off the back of, what, was it, yeah, 342. Did he win the batting title? Probably, right? He did not. He got sniped by John Galvez by 2 points. We'll probably be looking at, yeah, we'll be looking at Mr. Galvez for sure eventually here. Regardless, a great year from, I guess he's 28, so a veteran at this point. Is he really he probably played a nasty second base. At 10 ZR, pretty nice. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I gotta look where players come from. Thank you. A Rule 5 draft pick from the Minnesota Twins. What the fuck is Zach doing? Where'd he go? Dub. Oh, I'm losing. And he's durable. Oh man, Zach, you're such a dipshit. To be fair, he's been kind of mid AF until this year. This is just a really fluky, lucky year. There's no shot. He'll come back to earth and put up 3 WAR again next year. So, regardless, a hot year. Hudson Mahfouz, a 12th round draft pick from 2059, 10 seasons ago. Did you guys know that this is my 30th season simming as the commissioner? 30th season, 2039. I think I took over for. I think. I was thinking about that earlier today. It's like the league's 70 years old, and I've simmed for 30 of it. When will I have simmed exactly half? Not till 2080. Thanks, bud. Yeah, this is a disgusting looking picture. One of those random dev-ups, right? Everybody's got one of these nowadays, but he's a beast. A breakout season, led the NL in ERA with 2.5. I'm gonna try, Bob. I'm gonna try. I'm not fucking going anywhere. I can't let Jason take over. Not now. The scandal. Anyway, a great year from a guy. I thought this guy was gonna have injury problems. Didn't he have a few injuries early on? That's right. He tore his elbow when he was like 23 and just came into the league, didn't he? Or he was about to? Yeah, he had this sick year right after he tore his elbow. How about that, right? And ever since then, he's been working his way up, and he's looking pretty gross. A nice to have number 1 for sure. All right, the Tigers are playing the Giants. Giants made a lot of... Matt does this every year, right? He makes a lot of, like, not blockbuster moves, but sort of a tier below blockbuster. And even some depth moves, too. And it worked. I'm pretty sure he had a hot September and August, right? Look at his August. That's pretty good. This is the trade deadline. This was the trade deadline. Yeah, we have an early season this year. I guess I can just not look at it and fucking just do this. Where's the records info? Here we go. 18-8 in August, 16-10 in September. Playing about 650 ball to end the year post deadline. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the trades worked. Justin Mass. This was a free agent signing in February. Picked up 4.3 WAR for $9 million, by the way. Saving his money, making those deals. Holy shit, he's terrible at base run. Oh, I guess he's pretty bad at base running, so. Henry Lane's still kicking around on this team. Fucking guy's been in the league for 6 years now. He's only 28. I thought this guy would be, like, elite after he had this 6-4 season, but he's come back to earth a little bit. And Francis Shirez, this was a trade from Zach in 66. Zach did not want to pay him the money. And what did he end up getting? Where do you see the history, right? Yeah. Holy Jesus McGee. So Zach traded him when he had 1 ARB year left, I think. Then he signed for 8 3/4, 50. I had no idea there was a $53 million fucking year in here. What the hell? 53, 37, 27. Now locked up to a 5-year, $29 million deal. I think that's good. It's hard to say about longevity still. If guys are going to die, they shouldn't die soon. And I mean, he's pretty fucking good. And I mean, he's not going to give up any fucking home runs in San Francisco, right? 7 home runs all year. Led the NL in home run per 9. You're double dipping on the strongest thing about San Francisco, and that's home runs. Yeah, this is... I like it. I like it. It's risky for the back end, but you got to keep this guy. Now, in terms of going up against Detroit, I don't hate this team's chances at all. Again, he made a lot of moves to fill a lot of holes. They played good ball. Did they play better ball than Detroit? Let's look. Holy fuck, Jason had a disgusting September. Otherwise, it probably would have been pretty close. Yeah, I think they are less of an underdog than people think they are. I could see them doing some damage, taking them maybe the distance. I still think Detroit is the better team, but I wouldn't be completely shocked if San Francisco upsets these guys. Just because I don't think Jason's team plays very well in San Francisco at all. But we'll find out. I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. Number 3 seed Miami Marlins. Slugged it out. Dude, what happened to my Sparrow division? Pepperidge Farm remembers, bro. What is this fucking shit? It's the new fucking bumper bowling league, dude. What is this? Miami and Detroit absolutely feasted on the rest of the Sparrow. Sparrow used to stand for... Look, Miami's minus 16 million too. Yeah, that's pretty balls deep from Bob, so I like it. Bob always wheeling and dealing. Like, is 100? No, I was gonna say is 100 wins a record for Miami, but no, we got some Sam. Wait a minute. Sam left before this, right? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong fucking column like a moron. Yeah, 100. We had a bunch of 100-win seasons back here under Sam. I was looking at the loss column like, what? What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, Bob did a quick rebuild here. Sold it all off here, went to a couple years of rebuilding, and then quickly bounced back, and they are legit off the back of the wheeling and dealing of Mr. Bob. Woodrow Collins, it looks like a lot of guys got around. I love teams like this, man. Lots of like 4 WAR, 4.5 WAR, 3.5 WAR guys. That's how I like to build my teams if possible. This is a playoff built team. You know, one guy can go cold and your team isn't dead in the water. Woodrow Collins. This is a free agent signing for $25 million on New Year's Day of 2068. He is due to make $37.5 million. Oh, this was the boo-boo, right? Oh yeah, this was the boo-boo contract. Whoops. That's the 50% tax for the option year. Whoopsies. I mean, fuck it. He might end up being worth it if he has a lucky year. Led the NL in stolen bases for the 3rd year in a row. True. Yeah, I will say he's also an Iron Man, dude. Iron Man it like automatically makes a guy 20% more valuable in our league. Maybe 25-30% more valuable. So 37.5 is a tough pill to swallow, but if he comes out and has like a 5 WAR year, that's probably worth it. And he's a fucking captain too. Led in triples too, yeah. He's a good player. Okay, the music's now a little too loud. Maybe I actually stop talking for a second. Jesse Robertson, the top WAR getter for the Marlins this year. Proof in the pudding, guys, that if you manage guys, Fragile is not even close to a death sentence for a pitcher. If you manage their innings and shit, make sure they're not pitching on short rest, you give them the days off. This guy has pitched 200 innings the last 3 years. He's also led the NL in Ks per 9 at 11, which is incredible for a starting pitcher. And led the NL in WAR with 6.4. And he's not even in ARB yet. He's about to get fucking big fat fatty paid. $6 million for your first ARB year is quite the Quite the jump. A Rule 5 draft pick from Atlanta? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. D-Rich. Best Rule 5 pick ever? I don't think so, because we had somebody who took like a generational pet player. I can't remember names, but he's probably in the top 5, I would say. What? He was a 29th round pick. I cannot be held liable for this. Drafted in the 29th round in the 2061. Wait, I re-released him. Oh, I released him in 2063, sorry. Signed a minor league deal with Atlanta. Okay, 2063. What did I have him as in 20... Oops, shit, sorry. Fuck me, dude. Stop clicking on the wrong things. 2063 would have been probably around here. I had him as, like, look, 2030. At the end of the year, I had him as a 30-40, man. I probably cut him even before that, so... I will not be held liable. Fuck, man. Alright, well, you got me. GG. Now D-Rich and I have something in common, so... I keep clicking on the wrong things. Okay. Miami looking like a hot team. Real hot. They're going to be facing the Texas Rangers. You know, I thought about going and making all the owners have the same traits. I don't think it matters, though. So. But just so that when I look at these screens, I don't see different shit. Anyway. Yeah, Mr. John Galvez, we talked about how he would definitely get a look. I don't like him at the top of the lineup, I gotta say, but I guess that's the meta nowadays. Fucking if Shohei can lead off, so can John Galvez. Making $4.7 million. Probably about to get giga paid in arbitration. $11 million's not bad. Led the NL in average slugging and OPS. The weighted run created plus of 174. That is pretty prolific, man. Anytime you can crack 1,000 OPS in our sort of environment, you're doing pretty fucking good. Yeah, look, we didn't even have a guy crack 1,000 in the AL. Nasty player. Does he have injury problems though? A little, and sadly these are only going to probably pile up as he gets older, but I think he's DHing, right? Yeah, he's playing DH, so beautiful. That's exactly what you want to do. Yeah, Jake McConnell still kicking around too. Longtime Pirate. Oh shit, he's hurt though. He got hurt on second last sim of the season. Feels bad, man. Now, in terms of the pitching matchup, I think this is where Texas, unfortunately, is gonna fall pretty short. Oh no. I was talking to Sam about this guy and asking him whether he should get put in the bigs or not, and I said yeah, because he's not gonna dev in AAA, but looks like looks like he didn't dev and he didn't have a great year. Sorry, Sam. Perry Lawless had a great year though. Durable, you love to see it. 5th round pick in 2061. 70 control. I like that. Actually, his walks per 9 are going up. 1.5, 1.6. I guess he probably had just kind of a lucky year here, but looks like he's good for about 190 innings and not really walking anybody, which is kind of what you want in a playoff starter. Walks will absolutely nuke your ass. Love these pitches. Love that nothing's over 55. I just might as well fucking delete this pain from the game. Means nothing. Yeah, should be a slobber knocker, but I think Miami will take this one. Just their Miami's pitching is just too good. Too good. Oh boy, and a matchup everybody is definitely looking forward to. The Atlanta Braves versus Pirates. I am already pre-typing out my baby rage emote for when Pittsburgh upsets Atlanta in 6. I cannot wait to post that shit in the Slack. Bolin Parham. Did I not ask you about this guy, D-Rich? I don't know if you're around or not. I'm pretty sure I inquired on this guy. No, definitely not. No, this player's really good. This is not the guy. I inquired on a catcher from D-Rich. Friggin' 6 would be an upset. Atlanta won 95 games. How many did Pittsburgh win? They won 90 games. We'll have a look. I haven't looked that deep at either team, so I could be wrong, but... Well, let's have a gander, shall we? Bolin Parham. The Rule 5 draft pick from the Mets in 2064. Wow, he's been extremely solid ever since that, too. Rule 5 pick, 3 WAR in his first year, and that's kind of where he's hung out, save for this one. 4 WAR this year, so he is slowly climbing. A lefty hitting catcher, you'd like to see that. Oh yeah, Cifuentes. Cifuentes. Trade with Zach. You're right. I always forget about that, but... Nicholas Almeida, by far and away the best pitcher. If I hear D-Rich ever fucking complain about TCR again, I'm gonna fucking post this guy's picture in the Slack. Just this guy's face, actually. This is the face of TCR right here. 25th round pick in 2061. Absolutely exploding in 2068. Yeah, look at this shit. See, D-Rich was smart. He never cut his 30 overall prospect. Led the NL in walks, whip, and innings pitched, and complete games. Complete games hard to come by nowadays. A hot-looking pitcher. Do they have the depth, though? I don't know. You know, the back end of the pitching is not too shabby, but... Oh my god, are you kidding me? Tell me this is not who is starting the playoffs. I guess it's got to be rest related, right? So I don't even know if I've imported D-Rich or not yet. All right, let's take a look at the Pirates, and then we'll see who we think might be the favorite here. The tried and true. This is an Eton classic, man. A 3-man rotation and a 9-man bullpen. This is the Pittsburgh playoff patented pedigree. This is what he always does. Oh man, OSA loves this team. Courtesy of OSA, I just realized it says, yeah. Courtesy of my asshole. Newsflash, Ben's Woodruff is still fucking pretty good at this game. He had a couple of down years, one with an injury, but he came back with a vengeance this year. The NL in runs with 128. Oh my god, I need a drink. And WAR at 7.9. He has got to be at, what, 35, 40 WAR? Holy fuck me. 55 WAR. And he just turned 30. Wow. I would say he has a shot at 100, but he needs 9 seasons at 5 per. I guess if he can rattle off like 4 more 8 WAR seasons, right? Then he only needs... to like limp in with a few 3 and 4s, so he's got a shot though. We haven't had 100 WAR. Oh, I'm going deep, kids. Haven't had a player retire with 100 WAR in a while. Okay, career batting WAR. Where's that shit? Let's see. A-Rod retired in 2049. Holton. This is the guy. This is the poster child. Elijah, this is what I was thinking of. This is the one great player we had with terrible... he had the trifecta of low adaptability, low work ethic, and low baseball IQ, whatever the fuck it was, but he was amazing with it. Juan Martinez in 2045. 2045 for Sparrow. Gabe in 2043. Yeah, it's been... I guess it's been 20 years We're not simming games. It's been 20 seasons as of right now since we had a player retire with 100 WAR. And I mean, it's 10 more before he retires, so we're looking at a 30-year gap. Is anybody here gonna be close? Are there even any active players sniffing 100 WAR right now? Holy fuck, man. Benton Kaiser at number 65 is the closest active player to 100 WAR. That tells you how special Ben's Woodruff is, man. Sorry, I had to go. I had to go that deep because that's incredible. What a player, man. A 33rd round, a 33, 1.33 in 2058. Etton's boy says he will die a pirate as he should. Anyway, sorry for going down the well, but that's amazing. Yo, oh. Okay. I don't know how it ended up on OSA, but that man looks awful, awful on OSA. I mean, he doesn't look that much hotter on my scout, but at least a little more, a little better. A little lucky on the Babbitt side this year, but put up 4 WAR. Pittsburgh Park helping a little bit there, for sure. I don't know if these guys have the pitching, man. They better have an elite bullpen to go with this. What was their... I mean, their starters ERA was 7th. Their bullpen ERA was 2nd, so... I gotta believe that Etten has the secret sauce here to match up. I don't know. Maybe this series is a lot closer than I think it is. Dude, I hate to say this, though. But Ben's Woodruff is... He's kind of a playoff choker. I'm sorry. I had to say it. For a while, he was just like complete. I mean, he was okay. Last year, he finally was good. So I hope that his 30-year-old ass finally has enough experience to, like, he needs to have, you know, like a fucking 250 WRC plus postseason, right? Get like 3 WAR in the playoffs to carry this team all the way. So. All right, NL complete. I'm gonna go get a drink. Be right back. Okay. It's time to get the rant pants on. I'm sure Mikey isn't listening. I wouldn't either. I gotta do this. The California Angels might be the best team I've seen miss the playoffs Fourth? Oh, they had a terrible last little bit. I looked at them 2 weeks ago. They were like 4th in WAR and like fucking 2nd in pitching WAR. I did. They're up there anyway. The biggest thing is having a team like this have the same record as you. Motherfucker, bro. Look at this disgustingness. What did your FIP end at, Tyler? Let me look. Or not FIP, your only +5. Shocking, man. I was +4. Oh my god. I guess I don't have a leg. I'm part of the problem too, man. Anyway, it was a fucking goofy ass year. And in all this bullshit, Craig just fed on us non-stop. Daryl almost cost me playoffs. Alright, let's take a look at the Dodgers, who by far and away I think were the best looking AL team here. Well, man, the ignition surprised me. I shouldn't say that. I still can't get over this. Fuck you, Ryder Harris. I mean, I love you, Ryder Harris. He actually was good his last 2 starts, so. Let's take a look at the Dodgers. OSA loves them. The game themselves. Do I click on this guy? Do I dare click on this guy? Do I dare click on Ampy? The deal at the deadline? Nah. We'll click on Quinn Reynosa instead. The IAFA from 2059. Who has been pretty solid in center field. A guy who never gets talked about. Greg never talks about his players correctly because that puts a curse on him. But, like, kind of what you would want in the center field, right? Good D. Probably not great D. Speedster. Bat, not awful. Had a great year with the bat, actually. 141 WRC plus is fucking wild for this. Had a really, really good year. Where is he? Is he leading off? Yeah, okay. Jesus, dude. Did tie with Tyler Ross. But, this was also a late season signing a year ago. And man, he's got 5.2 WAR exactly in the last 3 years. Led the AL and OPS at 969. That's in LA too. LA is a pitcher's friendly park, I'm pretty sure. Guess we could see. Oh fuck! Whoops. It's ballpark. Yeah, definitely tending towards the pitcher friendly park. Oh, look at the home runs though. What the fuck? I did not realize this about Dodger Stadium. Holy ball sniffer. 126? Wonder Tyler Ross is going off there. Today I learned, man. Today I learned. Steven Owens. Top getter on the WAR side for Craig and the Dodgers. Oh, look. He's got a fucking starter with stamina that doesn't degrade and lose the starter tag. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Breakout year, though, right? 26-year-old. First full season. I don't think he's... Oh, yeah, he's not eligible for Rookie of the Year. He's got a year's service time, so... 5 WAR in your first full season. Man, 170 innings from a 40 stamina starter is pretty damn nice. That's like the top end of what you're going to get, really. And those are nice quality 170 innings for sure. Yeah, what can I say? It's a Craig team. Craig does what Craig does. It's a team full of above average players with a couple of, you know, really good players. No real superstars. I guess Ross is probably a superstar status at this point, but the type of team that it's a playoff team, right? One of these guys can go cold. It's not going to ruin things at all. Absolutely fustigated in the team stats rankings, except for steals. Remember when steals were the meta? Pepperidge Farm remembers that one too. Not anymore, kids. Now it's fucking hot pitching and hot slapping the ball around and calling it Susan. Alright, let's go to my bullshit team. OSA also likes a lot. God, the fucking game can't help me. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Did make the deal for Harris, who been shit. Wait, I like how this is red, 0. Combined, though, he would be my war leader. So I guess we can look at him. Ethan Truin was technically the team war leader, but we'll look at Harris. Just because I'm not salty about it. 18 wins. Did tie, I believe, in the AL for wins. Had 5 war in Philly. Not had a great 50 innings here for me. BABIP's up 10 points. Whip's up 20 points. Almost tripling his home runs. It's all good. It's all good, baby. All good, baby. Not great. But let's hope he bounces back in the playoffs here. Clinton Brady. Clinton Brady. I got called over this guy by Jacob. Not sure why. 6th round pick. It's not like he's some 25th round pick. Real solid player. I remember when I brought this guy up, I was surprised at how good he was in his second year because he wasn't anything special. And I thought he was a flash in the pan for sure. I thought he would come down to be like a 2-war player, but his bars aren't changing, but his overall just keeps going up because he just those guys who just produces. I call this an AJ player. No bar under 50. I'm a believer in the no bar under 50 mindset now. I love these guys. They're so much less likely to slump. Nice. Or at least get taken advantage of. Yeah, the guys with like 65 BABIP but 25 or 35 avoid Ks. They could fucking strike their face off out for a month and it can really hurt their whole season. But yeah. Of course, on the defensive side, looks can be deceiving because this might look hot, but it's probably like the 10th best shortstop defensively in our league. But yeah, solid player. Slaps around the lefties, so happy about that. I would like to say I have a chance, but it's Craig, man. It's Craig in the playoffs. There's a 22 game difference between us. If I could make it to game 6, oh, you know, it doesn't matter, right? I was gonna say for the playoff revenue, but it's all static now. I get $1 million in bonus budget next year. Woo, laddie! I got a fucking Harry Spender. Had a nice year. Nice drop in half the production. Beautiful. Fantastic. I was so proud of that deal for keeping him for getting 8 war, and then he just... Anyway. If I go to 6, it'll be a miracle. How far back is this? There we go. Alright, the 2-7 matchup. The Indianapolis Ignition. I did not have on my bingo card the Ignition getting plus 31. 31. This is pretty fucking insane, man. Probably gonna get Josh a lot of votes for GM of the year. 31 win difference. Winning his division by 12 games. I had this team as like an 85 win team, man, so I don't know what happened, but when you have 3 batters over 5 war, why doesn't this guy have a picture? Oh, now he does. Okay, cool. Just had to click on him. Nice. Ryan May, the top war getter. The first round pick in 2061. So he might have had some injury history issues. Yeah. What the fuck, bro? This guy went from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 injuries in 2069 to 0. Or sorry, 2068 to 0 in 2069. Allowing him to play a full year and put up 6 war I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I will be surprised if he doesn't miss like 20 games next year and come back down to like 3 WAR. But still, another guy with no bars below 50, another AJ profile. A great defense, of course, playing right field, probably playing a nasty right field. Yep. 952 percentage is actually kind of concerning, but who knows? Outfield, defense, who fucking knows, dude? Who knows? A nice looking player. Looks like he's probably about to get paid an ARB. Yeah, $7.5 million dues. But it's kind of nice when you have 2 more guys who can do the same thing. I'm going to assume Indy was slapping the ball around here. Yeah, near the top in practically all the offensive stats. And steals, too. That is kind of cool that we have a team. We have one team who was dead last in steals. And we have a team who was first in steals, and they both won 105 games. Very interesting. 11th in pitching war, so I think we know where the weakness of this team lies. Kenny Arndt, 3.2 WAR, was the top WAR getter this year. I almost had 5 R WAR, though, in 155 innings. A 40 stam pitcher that could potentially play into things in the playoffs. How does this guy have the starter tag? He basically has like 2.5 pitches, man. Fuck this dumb game. Like, he's probably barely over the threshold to being a starter. But hey, whatever works, works, man. This lineup is going to blast some ass. It's just a matter of if the pitching staff and the bullpen don't blow it. Because it's definitely the weakness. The bullpen looks actually pretty good, and actually had they were third in ERA, so I think this pitching war stat is maybe a little deceiving. They were second in runs against, which means their defense is probably really good. Yeah. So I think this pitching war 11th is actually quite deceiving. Maybe this is where I am going wrong on this team. Their opponent is the Chicago White Sox, another team that, again, I talked about this at the start, but I looked at this team a month ago, and there was a lot of orange and red here. They're starting to creep into the green. But AJ, I thought AJ was selling off, man. I thought the rebuild was imminent, but I guess the Sandoval is just, wow, the Sandoval is actually the new Sparrow. 5 teams over 500. Yort, man, Yort. I can't wait for the days when Yort doesn't finish. I don't think Yort has finished over 500 since he took over Baltimore. Yeah, I think back here he finished 500. He finished 500 this year. I need Yort in my playoffs, man. He's gonna be so excited when he makes it, but anyway, I digress. Christian Castillo. Still on this team. I'm going to click on him. He didn't get the most WAR, but he's still their best batter. He's DHing, so the WAR is obviously deflated. But 121 WRCS from your quote-unquote best hitter. That is not really anything to write home about. Ironically, hitting lefties better than righties, and he's a lefty, but he has 0 splits, right? Yeah, he might as well be a switch hitter. Identical splits. But you probably want to see at least 20 more points on that WRC. Still had 34 homers and 101 RBIs. Technically, the best hitter was Ethan Estep. Or Estep. Not sure how you want to say it. 3.5 WAR. He actually had a slightly better WRC plus. But I see a guy with a bar under 50. Oof. It's over. On the pitching side of things, Mr. Xavier Roy. Oh, where did Estep come from? A Rule 5 pick from Toronto last year. Damn, son. Getting 3.5 WAR from a Rule 5 pick is free money. Xavier Roy, however, came from the 2062 draft, the 6th rounder. Now that's what I'm talking about. 5 solid-ish pitches. It's like a breakout year for... Looks like he's eligible. Oh, he's not eligible for Rookie of the Year. He pitched too much last year. But his first full year in the sky is looking pretty hot. 4 and 5 WAR award respectively. Nice young arm Canadian from Vaughan, Ontario. Love it. He has over a year of service time. He shouldn't be eligible for Rookie of the Year, right? Oh, because he came up at call-up day, yeah, last year. You're right. Yeah, I guess it's anybody under 177. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, I never got to the top 100 prospects? Yeah. I don't know what to do about that. I'm not even going to get into that, or I'm going to get yelled at. The White Sox are definitely the underdog here, but I mean, it's a team that doesn't particularly have too many holes. The bullpen is great. How the bullpen is great is some fucking magical bullshit mystery to me. If you click on each of these guys individually, they look like fucking hot, refried trash. But AJ is the master of matchups, and somehow he's gotten the best bullpen. The hitting is definitely weaker than Indy, so if the pitching can somehow hold Indy down, maybe they have a chance, but I think the Ignition are the favorites here. Alright, 3-6 matchup is Montreal, your defending champions. The interdivision rivalry with the Cards. I did it. I'm sure I did it. Really? What the fuck? Oh, I can do it now. I swear to God I did it, man. Regardless, there it is. Done. Easy. Big Balls Hunt. Back from injury. He's wrecked. Alright, let's look at the... Tony Williams. Why does that name sound familiar? Longtime Met was signed as a free agent on New Year's Day last year. Had pretty much an identical year as last year. Was good enough for being the top WAR getter on the team. Oh boy, man, he looks so mid as fuck to my scout. OSA has him a little better. 28 home runs in Miami, or in Montreal. And Montreal is like the absolute homer killer, right? Yeah. That's literally a third less home runs. You can take his home runs and multiply them by 50% if he played in a neutral ballpark. If he played in a neutral ballpark, he would have 50% more home runs. Yeah, that's a lot more. That's 42. That seems about right, so... Of course, WAR, the shit is all ballpark adjusted, right? So... Right, I'm pretty sure WAR is ballpark adjusted and all that. The Jonathan Greenwalt trade from Miami. I remember this deal, yeah. This was a banger of a deal, wasn't it? I'll never find it. You know, they used to expand the trade when you clicked in here, so you could just scroll till you see the expanded trade, but... Oh, here it's right here. This was the Startsman deal. Whoa! What happened to Fartsman? Injury? A torn UCL in 64. Cooked his goose. He was already shitting the... Dude, what the fuck? Wow. I mean, in retrospect, this trade looks wild now, right? How can you ever predict that shit? Oh, it's still expanded. Nice. This is where Montreal got Greenwalt, Noel, Richard. There's more. And 10 picks! Mother of Murphy, man. Yikes. This might actually be the deal of the decade. I don't know. Oh my god. Never trade, kids. Never trade. That's the moral of the story. Regardless, Greenwald continues to roll here. He's leading the AL in Ks. 4 out of the last 5 years, excuse me, led the AL in WHIP. How is he starting 37 games a year? Matthew, what are you doing to this man? Fucking whipping this guy like a government mule, dude. Holy Jesus. But he's durable. He's good for it. 5 straight seasons of 200 plus innings. Incredible. This is your defending champs. 99 wins in the Rivera. Excuse me, the Sandoval division, not the Rivera division. My bad. They're facing an interdivision rival. 3 teams. This the only division to send 3 90-game winners, yeah? Oh, nope. The Rivera also did. That's it. Oh, no, the Alvarado did too. Damn. What happened to parity, fellas? Look at the fucking scrubs in the NL. Look at this shit. This is embarrassing, man. 50, 54, 62, 63, 67, 67, 57, 63, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams with almost 100 losses. Pathetic! Do better! Anyway. The Cardinals, I am pretty sure they had a fucking awful end of the year. Oh, somebody lied to me. 17-9 in September. I got completely lied to. They have my favorite player's name to say, Wilton Tabuada. He was not their top award getter, but it's Tabuada. Led the AL in slugging. Tabuada. Oh, he's a free agent this year. Oh shit, son. He's a switchy, right? Kinda. Not very good against left. He's basically a lefty. Tabuada. Anyway. Somebody's gonna fucking give this guy a truckload of money. They're gonna see switch hitter and be like, oh baby. Anyway, Samuel Cuevas, probably, right? It's not Cueva, is it? He's Dominican. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Meal Ticket, nice. That's a great fucking nickname. Looks like he had a breakout year at 29. How does a guy like this steal 33 bags, man? I guess 65 stealing ability. A center fielder with a lot of speed and great defense. Yeah, 15 ZR. Jesus. I mean, this is the bread and butter of any team. Every team wants a guy like this, right? You love to have a guy like this with low adaptability and low work ethic. Wait, he got this 6 WAR in 128 games. It's kind of the one mid-injury this year. Gold Glover in 2067. He may win it again. Pitching side is definitely the weaker side, as you can see in the team stat rankings. Team's pretty good, pretty okay on the offensive side. Pitching is where things get a little rough, but Higgs did go out and trade for Dylan Lee. He traded for him. No, he didn't trade for him. He signed him. My bad. I fucking love this signing, man. 27 and 16 next year, so that's what? Like 20 and a half, or maybe the best reliever in the fuck. I'm paying my fucking closer like almost 20 mil, and he ain't nowhere near this. So I think that's a great deal. Short up some of the bullpen. I mean, the bullpen was still trash though, according to this. They're almost last in pitching WAR, but as we established, it's not the best metric. But everything else is looking pretty subpar. Landon Peterson was his best pitcher this year. Took a step back from last year. And how, though? Almost identical stats. He struck out less guys, but everything else is like practically identical. I guess his war total is less, but his R war total is actually more than last year, so... Man, he almost had a carbon copy year of last year. His BABIP was better, too. 25! Good God, man. 4th year in the bigs, and he's 25. That's wild. Yeah, I would say the Expos will probably have the advantage, more well-rounded team, but... I mean, if the middle of this lineup gets hot, man... Could maybe carry the cards. It's hard to say, but they're gonna have to have some epic pitching performances. Yeah, I mean, like we've got fucking Bo Gerstenkorn. This guy shouldn't even sniff a fucking playoff rotation. I think there's injuries involved, right? Thurston Hill comes back in a week. Yeah, the pitching I think is not gonna hold up, so we're give the edge to the Expos. Finally, the 4-5 in the AL. The Mariners. Oh, maybe this was the Steve that was having terrible. No, he's fine too. Somebody lied about Steve's. This morning I saw Steve was having a terrible September or something, but it was a lie. Luis Flores. A nice young player that nobody really talks about. I like this player. The old AJ profile. This guy's Clinton Brady, basically. Almost identical. And look at that. Racking up another 4-WAR season. He had a terrible rookie year. Great sophomore year, and he continued it into this year. What else to say? This guy, Clay Gardner, 2.0? How does this get -5 ZR at shortstop? That is wild. That is kind of shocking to me. Even regardless of that I mean, I think, what do they say? Every 10 ZR is 1 WAR, so he lost half a WAR to defense, which makes that number even more impressive. Jaden Harris. Now, this team is hilarious pitching-wise, by the way. They are first in strikeouts. That's it. Their FIP looks okay, but everything else is so mid. But they fucking kale guys like there's no tomorrow. They have a lot of injuries, though. Oh, I do have to say. Oh, man. Mr. Ozempic is dying. He's dead. He's dead. Take him out back. Oh, fuck. He's giga dead. That's sad, man. He was looking pretty promising a couple years ago. He's dead as fuck. Let's see. Mick Cooper has a torn elbow tendon. Good lord, man. The injuries. Rinaldi's out? Dude, his entire rotation is out. Look at this. Walter Burks would start. Mangles, Rinaldi, Mick Cooper. I don't know if Ozempic would make the cut. But you probably play Dom. Like, dude, 4 of his 5 starters are on the fucking IL. Brother, you better sacrifice a goat and hire a trainer, fire him, and then hire another one, because this shit is a large oof. Yeah, that is going to diminish their chances in the postseason by a lot. They have a pretty okay bullpen. But the starters are it's mid guys, right? So not sure if the lineup is good enough to carry them. They have good players, but they don't really have like a standout guy other than Flores. That's rough, man. That is rough. They are facing off against the Blues. Oh my god, that is so sexy. If this guy was this color too, I might have had a fucking my underwear, but yeah, Memphis It does, I don't know, does what AJ did from the start of his tenure in the league, and same with Corey. Corey's been in since like the 40s, I want to say. Maybe even sooner than that, but it's just a team full of above average players with 2 or 3 really fucking good players. Practically 0 weaknesses. Yeah, tons of 4 war guys just all over the place. The hitting's a little on the weaker side than it normally is. Zeneto Ramos was your top war getter. This is going to be mostly base running and war. Or defense. ZR. Only 27 bags. Dude, crank those sliders, fellas. Yeah, whenever you have a defensive stud who can run and he just has even a slightly above average year, the war just explodes, man. Not sure that we'll see this guy have this kind of year next year. Maybe. This is his rookie year. Yes, it is. Eligible for Rookie of the Year. Maybe? Mr. Buzz Johnson, the long time. Oh my god, what is happening to our boy Buzz? Bruh. Fuck this game, dude. Fuck this absolute game in the ass. This shit should not happen out of nowhere. He's not even 30. Yeah, okay, did he have an injury, though? No. Yeah, this shit is illegal, dude. We have to, I don't know. We have to do something about this. This is fucking not okay. I would absolutely punch a wall if I owned Buzz Johnson and watched this shit happen. No injury. Sub 30 years old. Still a good pitcher. Not what he was 2 seasons ago. Incredibly sad. Wow, even his stamina. I can't... There's no stamina on this, but I'm certain he was not a 45 fucking stamina pitcher. We're gonna make some changes in the offseason to the dev and aging sliders. This shit is pathetic, man. He still led the AL in fucking games started and innings pitched at 45 stamina. Corey just slamming out there every 5 days. Why not? God almighty, man. Makes me sad. Yeah. I think this team is the favorite just because it's deep, man. Deep. Mariners are just absolutely omega wrecked from injuries. That's it. That's all I got. How long have I been talking for? How long have I been live? An hour and 20 minutes. See what happens when Craig doesn't fucking stymie my creativity? Anyway, that's it. Sorry if I baited you guys into thinking there would be games. I guess I should have made it clear that it was preview only. My bad. But that's it. That's all she wrote. I would say that we are not going to get games tonight based on our export status, and that is totally okay. We have done very, very good pace-wise the last few years, and I think we're continue to do that. 2070 coming up. 5 years out from the D draft, the next D draft. Get hyped, kids. Anyway, I have nothing else to say. I'll see you fucking guys later. Bye.